Hi everybody, this is Jessica, and today I'm going to talk about castor oil for eyelash and eyebrow hair growth. Does it work, and what has my experience been? So, this has not been a scientific experiment to where I have meticulously written down my data. No, this has been a personal experiment where I have simply observed whether there have been any visible results. So this has been something I've been doing over the past few years. So this is not something new I just tried out. No, I have been using castor oil for several years. And I've been using the same type of castor oil over this whole entire period of time, which I will get into later. I will show you which one I've been using later. You're probably wondering, have I seen results and what kind? And I will get into that in a minute. I know that we all want to have these kind of eyelashes. Wouldn't you love to have eyelashes like this that are almost touching your eyebrows? And in some videos, ladies show us what they say is this incredible eyelash growth. And that gets us wondering, could I have those same results? We'll get into that. But first, what is castor oil? Well, castor oil is a vegetable oil taken from the seeds of the Ricinus communis plant. And if I mispronounce that, I'm sorry, please forgive me. It contains about 90% ricinoleic acid, which is anti-inflammatory. And it also includes the fatty acids oleic acid and linoleic acid. Its uses: natural laxative used for constipation, a food preservative because it's anti-mold and anti-fungus, a natural treatment for diaper rash, a natural way to induce labor, a natural way to heal wounds due to its antimicrobial properties, a natural way to relieve joint pain, moisturize skin and hair, strengthen hair follicles, even out skin tone, and reduce wrinkles due to its content of fatty acids and vitamin E. Now, what are the concerns of using castor oil? So I'm not going to go into all the concerns because this video is about eyelash and eyebrow growth. But for those using it on the skin of their face, there could be a concern that you are sensitive to castor oil and you could have an allergy to it. So the recommendation is to try a small amount of castor oil on a place like your arm and see how you do. And if you do fine with it, then you could probably try it on your face and you'll probably be fine. So now let's get into what my experience has been. First of all, I have not been using it all over my face or all over my body, okay? I have not been using it for hair. Okay, I've only been using it for eyelashes and eyebrows and around the skin of my eyes, or on the skin around my eyes. So over the past few years, there was a time when I took a break from doing this. And it was because it was bothering my eyes and they were tearing up a lot. And I think that may just have been because I was using too much. But anyways, I took a break from it and I stopped using it for a few months. After a few months, I get back into using it, and I really noticed the difference between not using it and using it. And I think that sometimes when we're using products, whether it's shampoos or skincare products or whatever, sometimes it's helpful to take a break from it for a little while. Several months is probably a good amount. And then do it again and see if we notice any difference. Because when you've been using something for years, it can be hard to be like, okay, is this helping me or not? Because you're not seeing much difference day to day because you've been using it for years. But it's when you stop using it and then you get back into using it again that you're able to see, okay, how is this affecting me? So I did not notice extreme eyelash growth. and I did not notice much thicker eyebrows. Here's what I noticed. I noticed that I had greater eyelash and eyebrow hair retention. So when I wasn't using it for those few months that I mentioned, my eyelashes and eyebrow hairs would constantly be falling out. Like I would rub my eyes and eyelashes would come off. You know, I would do something with my eyebrows and there'd be eyebrow hairs. And when I got back into using the castor oil after taking that break, I noticed this difference that did not happen as much. That my eyelashes were not falling out as much, but were staying in longer. And same thing for my eyebrows. Staying in longer has enabled them to grow a little longer because they're not falling out. You know, that makes sense. If they're going to stay in your skin, it's going to give them a chance to grow longer. Whereas if they just keep on falling out, you're never gonna see much growth. It also kind of gives like this protective coating to your eyelashes as well, and to your eyebrow hairs that just protect them from drying out. I think that has been helpful. When I have put it on my eyelashes, I just use my finger. But when I put it on my eyebrows, I use an eyelash mascara applicator. And I rub this way with the castor oil, and then I rub back the other way. And then I put the mascara applicator on to smooth it out and make it look even. So I've seen greater retention. I have seen greater length, I believe, because of the retention, but you guys, it has not been a lot of length. It has been a little longer, yes, but not excessively longer. However, I would say that for the little bit of length and retention that I have gotten, the castor oil was definitely worth it. The skin benefits. Around my eyes, the skin has been more moisturized. It is more, what should you say, plumper. And I think this is probably due to the fatty acid content. I still have wrinkles though, you guys. I don't believe that there is anything out there that is just going to be magic to get rid of all your skin spots, all your wrinkles, everything you don't want. I don't think that's true. I mean, I have been using castor oil for years and I still have small wrinkles around my eyes that are just due to age. But the castor oil has helped to plump out my skin and moisturize it so that they are less noticeable. So here's the surprise benefit. So we talked about retention, length, skin benefits. Now here's the surprise benefit. This may be just my imagination, but I feel like my eyesight has improved. Because it just seems to me, and I have not tested this, I have not gone to an ophthalmologist to test, before and after, but just my own personal feeling is that things that were far away and that were blurry to me before, I can see better now. My eyes don't get tired as easily. And like I said, I don't know if this is real or if I'm just make believing it in my own head, but it seems to me like my eyesight has actually improved. I want to just make a note here. People who say they have extreme eyelash growth, obviously that has not been my experience. I have not had extreme growth. I have had some growth though. So yes, I do recommend castor oil, you guys. But when you see those videos where people are saying they have extreme eyelash growth, here's what I think is happening. I think that they had really nice, beautiful, long eyelashes before, and then they just damaged them. They were using fake eyelashes or lots of mascara, and with mascara you have to be really gentle when you remove it, otherwise your eyelashes can come off with it. So I think they just might not have been careful with the way that they were treating their eyelashes and damaged their eyelashes, so that when they used castor oil on them, it seemed like it was causing their eyelashes to grow back and to grow long, but really they were just taking better care of their eyelashes. That's what I think happened. So they already had long eyelashes to start out with. They were just damaged. Do I recommend it? Yes, I definitely do recommend castor oil. It does not have a strong smell. It has a very slight smell. It is inexpensive and it has many benefits. Now I'm going to talk about where to get it. So where can you get castor oil? Well, this is the one I've been using. I have been using this one for years. This was part of a birth kit. I've actually gotten several of these. This came in a birth kit that I ordered from my midwife's recommendation. She picked out the items and they all went in the birth kit and I purchased it. So this is food grade. It is safe for consumption. It is cold pressed, contains no hexanes. This is meant for if you have constipation, you know, you can take it. I think as a midwife, she might have been considering whether we might need it for a natural way to induce labor. So this is the one I've been using. So I will give you a link to where you can find this on Amazon. I don't remember how much it cost me when I was buying the birth kit because it's been a while. But the one that I linked to on Amazon is the exact same one I just showed you right now. So if you want to find out where you can find some frankincense to add to your castor oil for its skin benefits, I'm going to provide a link to that as well. And I'm going to have two options there. There's going to be a smaller option and it says frankincense vitality. So that means that it's safe for internal consumption, but you can use it on your face as well. So there's the smaller option and then there's a larger option if you want to go that route and make sure that it lasts you a long time and it doesn't run out. So the way that I use it is I put some castor oil in a small glass bottle and then I add a few drops of frankincense to it. Okay, so these are essential oil glass bottles. There you go. That I simply save. I take off the sticker on the outside and I save them. So I fill this up with castor oil and then I put like 10 drops of frankincense oil in it. I don't actually fill it all the way up to the top. I might fill it up to like right here because you want to have some room to like, you know, kind of shake it up. And then I put the frankincense oil in it and then it's ready to go. So castor oil is very thick. I have not tried using it for hair growth yet. You can see how thick it is there. But I have seen other women use it for hair if they add it with another oil like jojoba oil or argan oil. I would love to try that myself, and that will have to be something I do later and for another video. But for now, I just want to recommend using the castor oil. Using the castor oil for eyelash and eyebrow hair growth. It may not be extreme growth, but I believe that I have seen very helpful results, and I believe that you will too. So that's it for today, and please share in the comments below, you know, have you used castor oil? What were your results? Would you recommend it? And what do you add to your castor oil to just maximize its benefits to your skin, eyelashes, and eyebrows? All right, until next time, bye.